It has come to our notice that the number of people who watch our YouTube videos is far more than the number of subscribers we have. This is like a gentle reminder in case you're forgetting to subscribe. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on the notification bell, and give us a thumbs up. Let's go right to the video. So, as you can see, this measures 18 inches by 12 inches. So at this point you can use any measurement of your choice. So we'll be needing 2 of this body, just 2 of it. I also went ahead to cut this interfacing just to make the bag stronger and to make it more durable so it can last longer. So I also cut 2 of it. So all we need to do is to sew it to the main leather. So go ahead and be using this belt for the handle, and this belt measures about 44 inches. So we need 2 of it. But before we use it on our bag, we'll be wrapping the belt with this leather, and it measures about 3 inches. Of course, the length will be like 45 inches, a bit longer than the belt. You trim off after sewing. So we are going to be folding it like so. I wish I had a slimmer belt. I would have preferred that. So if you have a slimmer belt, it's better to use a slimmer belt. So I'll be folding it like this, and then I will sew all through down while folding the belt. So I've gone ahead to sew the intel lining to this leather, and this is what we have. I also went ahead, of course, to sew this leather to the rope or to the belt, and this is also what I have. So to fix it on the bag, I just came in by 5 inches, as you can see, and then I pinned it down, just held it down there. And also from the other side, I also came in by 5 inches and held it down, as you can see. I went on to the top and did same thing. I went in by 5 inches and held it like so. I did same to the other side too. So this is what we have after pinning it. So what we need to do is to sew like so. Take note, when sewing, come down by like 2 inches, so don't sew all the way through. So this is it after sewing. Went ahead to sew both the front and the back, and this is it. So this I did. I went ahead to add a rivet to this. This is going to serve 2 purposes. It's for 2 reasons. One is to add beautification to the bag, and the other reason is to make the handle stronger. yes, so that it will not easily start ripping off. So you can do that, or you can ignore this process and then move on to the next step. So this is how I added my rivet. So if you're adding it and you don't have hammer, you can either use your plier to hold it down or use your hammer to hit it down. But I prefer using my hammer to hit it down. So this is what I have after hitting it down. So I did same to the other side. So this is how the back looks. And then what we'll go ahead to do is to sew it. So this is it after sewing it. I had to flip to the other side to show you how the bag looks like. This is it. So I had to flip back also to continue the making process. So this is the base, and the measurement is 6 by 11 inches, and I went ahead to notch it, and then I'm pinning it notch to notch, as you can see. And I'll go ahead to sew it. So this is what I have after sewing. So this is it. So set aside, and we're working on the lining. So the lining is about 19 inches. You can actually use 18 inches so 19 by 11 inches, that's what I used. And this measures 18 by 1.5 inches. So we are using 2 each of it. So this is the zip cloth, and it's about 19 inches long. And what I would advise you to do is to follow the way I'm going to be sewing this to the lining. So this is it. I'll just sew it through, but before then I went ahead to sew about 2 inches first, then before inserting the zip, as you can see. So I inserted the zip, as you can see, and then I continued my sewing till about 2 inches before the end. So I not sew about 2 inches, so I had to flip the zip inside to continue my sewing. So this is it. So you see that the zip is not at the beginning and at the ending of this lining. So you do pretty same with the other parts of the zip, but take notes that they must correspond. So this is me trying to do the other part. Just do the same thing. So this is it after sewing. So we'll go ahead and do same thing like we did to the back. So and then add the bottom as the base. So this is it. I've gone to sew and I've added the base. Just same thing we did to the back. So we'll bring the back forward and then try to push the lining inside. You can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to align the lining to the bag, and then I'll be using my peg to hold it in place. Of course, I'm using my notch to notch technique so that everything will be centralized. So this is me after pinning, so I'll go ahead to sew it round. So this is it after sewing it round. Now to cover that rough edge, we're going to be using this piece. Now the length I have here is about 1 and some fraction, but I want to have just 1 inch as the width. So this is it, 1 inch. So I'll go ahead and use it to sew round and cover those rough edges. So this is the bag after sewing. It's beautiful. Please do not forget to like and share this video. Do not forget to subscribe if you are yet to do so. Please, if you love our content, why not subscribe? Sorry, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you always get to know when we post new videos. You get to know, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified when we post new videos. This bag is beautiful.